You ever walk through the door at the end of the day and feel like you brought the whole day home with you? Not just the errands, not just the work, the tension, the impatience, the silence. You were trying to hold it together all day, and now the people around you are feeling the version of you that is left over. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you, because I want to show you why a home can start to feel drained before the day even starts, and what to do about it without turning your life into a self-improvement project. Stay with me, because the last shift is the one most people miss. It quietly changes the whole atmosphere of a home. The core truth is simple. You cannot build a calm home from a depleted nervous system. When you never renew yourself, your patience thins, your attention fractures, and your relationships begin absorbing the cost. Section 1. Notice the dull saw. A lot of people assume the problem is effort. They think, I just need to try harder. But sometimes the real issue is that you are trying hard with no sharpness left. A dull saw can still cut. It just takes more force, more strain, more frustration. That is what depletion feels like. You are still showing up, but everything costs more than it should. The pain shows up in the small things. The shorter answer, the heavy sigh, the blank look when someone asks for one more thing. You are not trying to be cold. You are just running low. The tiny action is to pause and ask, what in me needs renewing right now? Why it works is simple. That question interrupts the automatic slide into irritability. It gives you 1 second of space before the next reaction. And emotionally, that 1 second matters. It can be the difference between a tense evening and a room that stays soft. Section 2. Protect the tone you bring home. Depletion does not stay inside you. It leaks into your voice, your face, your timing, and your attention. When you are worn down, patience usually goes first. Then listening gets shallow. Then even normal requests start feeling like pressure. Not because the people you love are doing something wrong, but because your capacity is already used up. The tiny action here is to create a 1-minute reset before you keep talking. Step away, drink water, breathe slowly. Let your body catch up with your mouth. Why it works is that your nervous system cannot relax just because your mind says it should. It needs a small signal of safety. The payoff is emotional, not just practical. You come back less sharp. The room gets less defensive. A small pause can stop a small tension from becoming a bigger one. Section 3. Renew the body first. This one is ordinary, which is exactly why people overlook it. Sleep, movement, water, and real food do not sound profound. But your body shapes your mood before your willpower gets a vote. When you are underslept, you react faster. When you have not moved, everything feels heavier. When you have been running on caffeine and stress, even small things can feel personal. The tiny action is not perfection, it is support. Take a short walk before going inside. Stretch for 2 minutes. Eat something simple. Put your phone away a little earlier so your brain gets a softer landing. Why it works is that a less strained body gives your mind more room. It lowers the inner noise. And the payoff is immediate. Your face softens. Your voice softens. Even the atmosphere changes a little when your body is not fighting you. Section 4. Repair the small withdrawals. Homes do not fall apart in one dramatic moment. They wear down through tiny withdrawals. A promise that gets forgotten. A sharp comment that never gets repaired. Half listening. Defensiveness. Silent resentment. Each one takes a little trust out of the room. The tiny action is to repair fast and simply. I was short earlier. I am sorry. Or I heard you and I want to do better. Or even, let me put this down and give you my full attention. Why it works is because trust grows through consistency, not perfection. People relax around you when your words and your presence start matching. The emotional payoff is huge. A home feels safer when repair is normal, not rare. Now here is the deeper truth under all of this. Most people think their problem is time, but often it is depletion. You do not only need more discipline, you need more renewal. Because when your inner life is empty, everything around you starts feeling louder, more demanding, less generous. And then you start believing the life itself is the problem, when really your system is just overdrawn. Section 5. Renew the mind. A tired mind gets narrow. It replays the same worries, the same argument, the same story about why nothing is changing. That is why your mind needs something other than a screen. The tiny action is to give it a quiet opening. Read a few pages. Write one honest paragraph. Take a walk without listening to anything. Sit by a window and think without being interrupted. Why it works is because curiosity is rest. Reflection creates space. And space creates perspective. The payoff is freedom. You stop living inside the same mental loop. You get your choice back. Section 6. Renew together. A home does not recover through speeches. It recovers through rhythm. A shared meal. 10 quiet minutes before the screens come out. A walk after dinner. A short drive with real conversation. A weekend breakfast that is not rushed. The pain is that many families wait for connection to happen on its own, and then wonder why everyone feels distant. The tiny action is to make one small rhythm repeat. Why it works is that repeated contact lowers pressure. It tells people, we are still here. We still have access to each other. And the payoff is not just closeness. It is relief. People breathe easier when connection is expected, not accidental. Section 7. Rest like it is responsibility. This is the overlooked idea that changes everything. Rest is not escape. It is maintenance for the people who live with your energy. If you never refill yourself, you start handing out the leftover version of you. The tired version, the impatient version, the barely holding it together version. The tiny action is to treat rest as part of care, not as a reward you only earn after everything is done. Why it works is because a rested person has more patience, better judgment, and more room for love. And the emotional payoff is bigger than people expect. Sleep is not laziness. A quiet evening is not wasted time. A walk is not indulgence. Sometimes the most caring thing you can do for your home is arrive in it with something left. So here's the final perspective shift. Your home is not just shaped by what happens in it, it is shaped by what you bring into it. Your pace sets a temperature, your mood sets a temperature, your attention sets a temperature. You cannot control every stressor outside the door, but you can stop handing the leftovers of your day to the people you love. That is not selfish. That is relationship care. So ask yourself this: what part of your life is quietly draining the tone of your home right now? If this helped you see something clearly, take one small renewal step tonight. And if you want more calm, honest videos like this, stay with Modern Clarity.